Hi there, my name is Sevrin Hamilton. I serve as a program manager at Guidelight, where we strive to bring Christ-centered hope and practical help to families caring for children with disabilities. Our verse for the day is Romans 5:8. But God shows his love for us in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Let's explore this verse together by going from the end to the beginning. Christ died for us. This is good news. This is great news. We all die. Our sin deserves death, but Christ died for us to bring us life abundantly, while we were still sinners. You know, if you're watching a movie or reading a story where the hero rescues a beautiful damsel in distress, we rejoice, we shed happy tears. But what about when the bad guy gets rescued? God's word here tells us that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. At our darkest, at our worst, when we hated God, when we were enemies of God, when we were running away from God, Christ died for us. When you see something so extraordinary as someone laying down their life for someone so broken and so sinful, is to ask why? Why would Jesus Christ choose to lay down his life for you and for me? But God shows his love for us. God chose to demonstrate his love to his enemies, to those without hope and without God, by sending Christ to die for them, to atone for their sins. Our sin deserves death, but God shows his love for us by Christ dying for us. In dark days, as you wrestle with disability or perhaps caring for someone you love with a disability, the natural question is to ask God, do you really love me? The temptation is to presume that if God loved you, your life would be easy, or at least easier than it currently is. But friends, we remember, we know God's love, not by the degree to which our life is smooth sailing, but by the fact, the historical reality, the truth that Christ died for us. Nothing can separate us from the love of God, as Paul will tell us later in Romans. So let me encourage you, let me encourage myself, that as we navigate the difficulties, the complexities of this life, take time to reflect. Take time to thank God that you are deeply loved. Christian, you are the apple of God's eye, and he demonstrates the immensity of his love by Christ dying for us, even at our darkest. Thank you for taking a couple minutes to listen to God's word with me.